Hey guys, it's Brandon here from Theme Park Predictions and More, and today I'm obviously at Carowinds. It's my home park, and here for Carowinds. It's a busy Saturday night, thank God for Fast Lane Plus and a few quick cues for the haunted house. The haunted houses, but the reason why I'm making this video is if you follow the channel for a while now, you know that me and Nighthawk really don't have a thing together. I've been on it maybe twice since I moved here in 2014. So out of the hundreds and hundreds of visits to Carowinds, I just don't ride it. For one, long line. For two, I really don't like it. Though, now that I have Fastlane Plus, I'm going to ride it tonight. And I'm going to share my thoughts with you. Will I like it more? Will I still not like it at all? I'm very curious. It's been around 4 years, I want to say, since I've ridden it. And I don't really necessarily don't hate it, which is weird because when I visited Six Flags Ohio and when it was Six Flags Worlds of Adventure, one of my favorite coasters there was X-Flight. Like, I really loved X-Flight. And with Nighthawk, it's obviously very similar. I just, I don't know. So stay tuned. I'm going to give you guys my full in-depth review of Nighthawk. It's been closed the entire season so far. So I'm definitely excited to at least get a ride on it. Just to kind of see if it, again, if I like it more, if I don't like it at all. If I maybe I decide to never ride it again until my son Mason's old enough to ride it. So stay tuned. We still have around 2 weeks left of Carowinds and the daytime fall festivities. So highly recommend, if you're able to, come check it out. Fury's running phenomenal. Carowinds does a great job with this event, or actually both events. So again, definitely recommend checking out Carowinds and the Great Pumpkin Festival. Now, I'm about to go through the parking tolls. This line is taking forever. And let's go ride Nighthawk. Now, one last thing. It appears that Carowinds has plans to keep Nighthawk around for a few more years, it looks like, which honestly I'm not the biggest fan of, but you know, I always kind of thought that's the first ride to go. That, and pair that with vortex removal, is a huge plot of land. But yeah, it sounds like Nighthawk will not be the next coaster removed at Carowinds. Which one would it be? Carolina Cyclone, Hurler, Vortex? You let me know in the comments what you think. I can't wait to see it. Okay, so I'm in line for Nighthawk, and I'm with Alvin here, and this is like his favorite ride ever. Now, please elaborate why you like Nighthawk so much.
Nighthawk is so good because I love the flying position. Every time the first drop, the flying position is just fabulous, man.
How many times have you been on this?
Almost 70 times.
Yeah, see, I've been at like 4 times in the last
And in theory, almost 2,500 times. Almost there, almost there.
So if you're ever at Carowinds, see Alvin, make sure you say hi. And it's time for me to ride Nighthawk. Not gonna lie, you have a 39-year-old, kind of nervous. I just don't really care for this ride, so, but it is at night, there's a lot of fog, so stay tuned until after the ride. Okay, so I just got off of Nighthawk. We went earlier in the night to ride it, and the line for Fastlane was very long, and obviously the regular line was very long. So we decided to do a haunted house and do something else. And in the end of the night, I was able to ride Nighthawk, and I gotta say, I like it a little bit more than I think I liked it. It's definitely enjoyable. I'll tell you what, that first element, when you go over the lift hill and the train flips you over upside down, and you're just hanging there, like what, almost 100 feet above the midway. One of the best coaster elements of all time. I mean, it just catches you off guard every single time. It doesn't even matter like how many times you've been on the ride itself. The ride's obviously been closed all year. It's still shaky. It still kind of beats you up. I mean, it's a Vekoma coaster that was built in 2000, so you kind of expect it. But overall, I mean, the ride itself, It's a great looking ride. It's not the best at the park. It's still probably my 6th or 7th favorite. Yes, I like probably Carolina Gold Rush over Nighthawk, just because it's more enjoyable, doesn't really beat you up. But again, the setting the park did with this when Paramount owned the park is great. Cedar Fair really perfected it even more. So I really like the setting. I want to get more rides on it. I will safely say that I will ride Nighthawk, you know, every once in a while. It's not on my do not ride list here at Carowinds. Usually I just ride the top 4. But the dispatch times are horrendous. And every time I ride it, I don't know about you, but I just feel like, man, wouldn't like a Gerstlauer Infinity Coaster look phenomenal right here? Like hang time at Knott's Berry Farm on steroids. Inversions all over the place, the lighting package, interacting with the midway. I mean, God, there's so many cool things the park could do with that area and getting rid of Nighthawk. And if you're getting rid of Nighthawk, you might as well just get rid of Vortex as well because it's right there. And then the plot of land just expands even more. So come on, Carowinds. One day, I promise you this, Carowinds will listen to me when it comes to some of my ideas, because it's bound to happen. The more you knock on someone's door, you know, soon enough, they'll open the door for you. And, you know, we'll see. But Nighthawk, it was fun. I enjoyed it. You know, we rode the back row, and the back row is even better to kind of get pulled through, obviously. Though I really don't mind the front row. You kind of like hang over the first drop and then you slower to flip over the first inversion. The only thing I don't really care for Nighthawk, honestly, is the vertical loop. It's kind of like the pretzel loops on B&M flyers. It's a really weird transition. It doesn't really make me nauseous, but it kind of like makes me like uncomfortable, if that's a good word for it. But overall, I'll ride it again. I'm just happy to see it open. I'm even happier to see Carowinds absolutely packed tonight. Pretty much all the lines are outside of the queues. I mean, Fury 325, the line goes all the way back to the restaurant there with the full queue. So you're looking at least a 2.5 hour long line maybe. But with Fastlane, obviously we rode it, I think 5 or 6 times with about a 5-minute average wait time. So if you do come to Carowinds or Carowinds on a Saturday night, be prepared. It's gonna be busy. Highly, highly recommend getting a Fastlane. And for one, the biggest tip I can ever give you, don't show up to Carowinds around 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock at night on a Saturday night because it's still busy getting in here and you're only going to get like an hour or 2 in the park. So if you're looking for more wisdom about Carowinds and more tips, be sure to click that subscribe button. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching. If you ever see me in the parks, be sure to say hi. I love meeting you guys. And as always, thank you all so much for watching. Remember to smile today, think positive, and keep riding coasters.